Hi, my name is Ehmann and we are meeting on National Land. I am part of a group that's working to create Canberra's first library of things. So I think straightforward tools like drills and sanders, but also think food dehydrators, amplifiers, tents, oil filter spanners and sewing machines. You know when you have that late night brainwave and you come up with a fantastic project that you just don't have the tools for? I do that a lot. I have, over the years, urgently required a dressmaker's dummy, a brûlée torch, a pasta maker, a kayak, and perhaps my favourite project ever, a jackhammer. What do you do when you need a thing? You can buy it, or you can rent it, or you can phone all of your friends, finding someone who can lend it to you, or probably most commonly, you don't find one, the project doesn't go any further. Let's say that you buy the thing, then what? Where do you put it? Will you use it again? Statistically, probably not. The Story of Stuff project tells us that your average power drill is used for 13 minutes before being pushed to the back of the cupboard and forgotten about and found many months or years later, and then it's off to landfill. But I did buy the jackhammer and all of those other things that I urgently needed, and then I got married. And then I got divorced. And I can recommend divorce as a very efficient declutterer. And so I was left with not very much. And so in my new single city life, I don't have the funds, the space, the inclination or the environmental ignorance to replace all of that stuff. Enter the community toolbox. It's not the most efficient way to get the sander that I needed 6 months ago, but it will give me access to more tools than I lost. There's a growing trend across the globe towards sharing economies, and Canberra seems better than most at embracing that. We already have enthusiastic communities growing around by nothing, street libraries, gardens, pantries and repair cafes. We want to give people equitable access to tools and equipment so they have the means to control their immediate environment, so they can do small repairs, hang up a picture. And we're particularly interested in welcoming those who don't feel that making and fixing are open to them, and they need a place where they can work it out on their own time without judgment. We want to facilitate people's creativity. If access to tools requires a disposable income, a lot of people are immediately excluded. Let's address that. There's lots of research that shows that people who do create have better physical and mental health outcomes. We want you to have a go at anything that takes your fancy. We want to lend you tools for leather work and lead lighting and carving, anything, all of the things. I particularly want to get some glass blue bottles and cut them down and make water glasses. No idea how to do that, but I'm pretty confident that I can get the tools that I need from the Toolbox. Phase 1 is a space for sharing and learning, lending tools and equipment. You'll be able to log in, see what we have that you will need and reserve it, and if we don't have it, there'll be a facility to request it. Phase 2 is to have a larger community space where people can come together, work on their projects, use larger, less portable equipment, and just generally hang out with one another. The Toolbox ticks lots of boxes. For me, the most important impacts are on community building, equitable access to equipment, and less stuff hitting landfill. There is surely not a thinking person alive who doesn't think that less stuff and more community are exactly what we need. We're in the process of securing premises. We already have people ready to donate their excess equipment. You would not believe what people have in their garages collecting dust. Maybe you would. It's simulator if you have anything lurking that you would like to donate and have used. We'll be launching a crowdfunding page soon where you can pre-purchase your first year's membership. So for less than a cost of one tool a year, about $100, you'll be able to have access to hundreds of tools. We're expecting to have our doors open and tools in the hands of people doing amazing things in early 2020. If you'd like to be part of our community, we would love to have you. You can follow our Facebook page where you can engage with other makers and fixers, tell us what you'd like to borrow and get the heads up when our crowdfunding launches. Let's make all of the things.